M&S in Harrogate. Let's see what you've got and whether you've got anything to excite me and therefore excite my clients. Let's have a look. First thing I have to say, I think that's lovely. Really pretty. That extra embroidery design rather than a print makes it feel special. And I think when you're going shopping in high street stores, this is why it's good to have knowledge of brands that are more expensive than that are perhaps out of your budget, or how to know they're good replicas, or how to know whether it's a good investment, even if you're not spending as much. And for me, it's looking, this I could really see Ulla Johnson doing a kind of similar vibe. Even just the fact that they've done this extra pleating and you've got some extra volume in the sleeve, to me feels more expensive. That is a really lovely alternative to a cardigan. If you're someone that likes your cardigans but you feel a bit mumsy in them, looking for sportier touches, but I mean it is just a sweatshirt fabric, so you've got something that feels more comfy and a bit more relaxed, but not frumpy. And they've styled it over a dress to style a dress down. Actually, this here is quite nice. Really simple. It needs a lot of jewellery. Feels a bit flat because you haven't got any fabrication, like any texture on it. But if you were somebody that had a lot of jewellery and some interesting shoes, I would say that feels a bit more unexpected. I love these, and I'm very tempted by them myself. This is a colour you have to be careful of, and I would say to you, if you put it on and it feels cheap on you and it looks cheap, then they're not good. But if it's a colour that really adds a bit of pizzazz, if you do already do a lot of black and white, you can wear those high contrast colours. I love this. This would be such a good working from home, going out to do my school run, but I still want to feel fashionable. That would do the job. And I know that a trouser shape like this I wear a lot already. This is actually one that I've done for a client recently, and there's been a lot of these kind of little Chanel-esque jacket dupes. Mango have done a lot, but they do disintegrate. I love that this has got some simple little hook and eye, so you can close it. When I tried it with my client, it needed a bit of a stronger shoulder, so again, you're not going to get the tailoring in these places, so think about how you can tweak it. Can you add a shoulder pad? Can you maybe shorten the sleeve? But I do think that is a really useful little jacket. These have been amazing for a client. I'll see if I can find them in the cream, but they are lovely. They've got the waist that you can pull in at the back. The fabric is this really nice kind of stiff but slightly drapey fabric. The cut is really good, and they come in 3 leg lengths, £39.50. I think they're fab. It's quite sweet, nice extra detailing. The fact you've got the puff sleeve, the fact you've got the peplum. If you're somebody that wants to create a bit more shape through your body, you want to add more femininity, I think that's lovely. I like the fact that the print is almost slightly smudgy, so again I think it looks a bit more elevated. I'm always looking for any kind of natural fabrics when you're in these shops, so again that's a lovely skirt, really easy. They were actually in the newsletter last week, so those of you that were on the newsletter, you would have received them. That's why you should sign up to the newsletter. You get first point. Oh, there's that little jacket in the white. Sweet. I feel like it would do a lot of different ages as well. Really nice. Like, to me, this print feels a bit cheaper than the other print. It just doesn't have as much it's not as interesting. I feel like I've seen it a lot before. The other one feels a bit fresher. I mean, they are lovely. Really nice little modern sandal. Simple. That's a great alternative. It's a bit shiny though. Shiny for me makes it feel a bit cheap, but that alternative to just a white cotton vest, I like. Oh, this is great. I've done this for a few clients. This comes in like an oatmeal colour. Again, was in the newsletter last week, but a nice alternative to a t-shirt. If you feel like t-shirt's too casual, these little collared knits, and that feels to me like a timeless piece. It could be from a more high-end brand. That's that's the matching top to that skirt. And again, if white isn't for you, could you dye that? That would be a great one to dye a colour you love. The chances are that the stitching might stay white, but that could look really sweet in like a sage green, for instance. And that often will take it and make it look more expensive. Oh, that's the oatmeal one. Oh look, they've hardly got any sizes. But that was really good for a client recently. That's a lovely shape. Really nice. Flat front, simple, not too much going on, and you've got a bit of elastic inside, which you wouldn't know from the outside. But yeah, love them. Another nice sporty little one. Oh, that's quite a sweet little dress. If you want to get your legs out, I think that's actually a really lovely little dress. Could take you through into autumn with a nice tan pair of boots as well. That is great. That feels very refined. That would look like it's a far more expensive brand. Really nice little skirt, and you could then and you could create a skirt with it. Oh, interesting. That feels fresh and different. If you've got a long waist, so you could do the paper bag. I think that is really beautiful. Well done, M&S. Okay, we've seen some stuff over in Autograph. Let's have a look. Right, first thing is Autograph, looking for their higher end brand. Little details, you're going to get a thicker cut. Look at this stitch down the back, so they've used more pieces. That to me just feels like an elevated t-shirt. I also think the lovely sleeveless knits feel really elevated, and love that they've done this alternative to a cargo in denim. Really lovely. Again, I love the kind of self print of the skirt. Could definitely inspire a vintage find. I think this is this feels very elevated. Lovely tone of blue, and I love the softness of the fabric. And then I feel like this is really chic with a little zip attached to it. That is really pretty. A timeless piece, but that just adds a bit more sporty vibes. I think those sporty bits help you to go out of mumsy and frumpy. It would be lovely with the longer skirts as well. Yeah, great piece with a wide leg trouser. So I think there's some good finds in M&S. Just always think about things. Would I find this in a higher end store? And does it get me excited? They're the key questions.